My daughter Julie was born a year and a half ago at Cedars-Sinai over in Beverly Hills, and when the night I remember it very clearly that my wife's water broke. It was 12 and it was midnight, and I woke up, looked over to the bathroom, and she's standing there. The lights on, everything else is black, and I just see her silhouette, and I see water dripping out of her body, and she was looking at me like, I think my water's broke. And I'm like, are you sure? Are you just sure this isn't your bladder and you're just peeing because you have no control over it? She's like, no, I'm pretty sure my water broke, but maybe it could be pee. I was like, let's call the doctor. And of course we call the doctor and we get a couple rings and it goes to the answering machine, their emergency service line. So like, oh crap. And this whole time I'm like, shit, I really just I'm so tired right now. I just don't want to go. So anyways, we had these pre-packed bags of all the food, our clothes. We took all those, hopped in the black BMW, was balling out at the time, and we headed out. And we were pretty silent the whole way. We're joking a little bit about how when we got there, probably just gonna send us home. So we got there, got into the room. Nurse said, checked my wife, and said, your water broke. You guys are gonna stay here. Congratulations. And so we panicked. I freaked out, called my family. I was like, grab the baby, it's gonna come out. Get her to the hospital now. And I started getting so stressed, and I started binge eating all this food, and just I was so uncomfortable, and the only thing that was making me feel comfortable, so I thought, was just filling my mouth and just stuffing myself until I went to sleep on the bed. And this whole time I wasn't tending to my wife's needs. I'm sure she was freaked out. And I was just all about myself and just calming my own nerves. And I woke up, I took a shower, I took care of myself, and everything was about me. And so finally we had our baby, the most beautiful moment. I cried and she came out. I still have vividly in my mind my baby coming out, and I just started crying. It was incredible. It made me realize why I was put on this earth. I remember looking over at the baby. She was in her little, where they cut the umbilical cord. I cut the umbilical cord. All the lights were shining down on her in this little cage. All these nurses were surrounding her. I kept looking back at my wife, and she was smiling. She was with the doctor, and we just kept smiling at each other. It was just such a special moment. And later that day, the family came in. I went on my laptop and I started working. I had a ton of work to do, and I just started cranking away on emails, answering client texts, checking with the team. I had a bunch of stuff I had to do. Meanwhile, I'm ignoring my wife. And she had just gone through a traumatic experience, given birth. It's the whole birthing was she was screaming like a warrior. It was a very traumatic and special thing, I'm sure. And she was probably feeling some type of way. Why I'm telling you this story is because I had one job, and that was to be there for my wife. And I couldn't even be there for her because I couldn't even take care of myself. I was too concerned with how I was feeling and my comfort that I couldn't couldn't even take care of myself. A lot of people out there watching this, you guys want to be good parents, you guys want to be a role model, you want to be a good spouse, all this stuff. But how can you take care of someone else if you can't take care of your fucking self? And I'm telling you this, I'm getting upset because I was there. Just told you a story of how that was me, right? I know how shitty that made my wife feel. I know how crappy that kind of made everything for the future, kind of lining up those habits. And how do you expect to there's so many parents out there, I can't work out because my kids and da-da-da. You can't not work out. How do you expect yourself to be a good, energetic, focused, present parent if you cannot take care of yourself? If you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to do that, right? What we need to do is align the parent, the role model, the spouse, with the actual discipline of doing that daily and those actions daily. We need to do those actions daily so we can align ourselves with actually what we want to be, right? Are we, checking out at night and drinking booze and just not paying attention to the parents? It's they're kids. It's time to drop the booze and start picking up a parent book. Are you snapping on your partner or your kids because you're just in such a shitty mood? Well, it's time for you to get disciplined with macros and exercising super early so you can have a good trajectory and be disciplined enough to hold your tongue when you know you need to and not snap at people. And all these things we think about training, nutrition to get to this end result, that's not it. It's here to make you a better person and align yourself with who you want to be in all aspects of your life. Because if you're not training, nutrition, all that stuff, lifestyle, going to sleep earlier, waking up earlier, you're not going to get to where you want to get to in every aspect of your life. You might be awesome at work. You might be, really killer at being a parent because you're just always, prioritizing your kids. But you're never gonna be successful in all areas of your life unless you really have that down, those actions that you wanna align. So if you're interested in aligning yourself using training, nutrition, accountability, coaching mindset with who you wanna be, hit me up. I wanna help you. I'm gonna drop a link down there, dcfitness.la/enrollment-form, and sign up. Let's chat. We have results guarantee. We have the best programs out there. I've done them all. I know that. So let's talk. Let's get you going. And I'm here to help and serve you.